Alright, so the Wyrdhunters focus on dealing as much damage as possible using quick strikes or powerful blows. So with this class you want to be on the attack a lot to get enemies out of there as quick as you can, pretty much. Then the ultimate ability, pretty much each attack on an enemy, it generates a charge, and then when you get that charge all the way up to, no, I think actually when you get it to 4 or 5 you can use it, but you can get the ultimate charge all the way up to 20 to deal max damage for the ultimate ability. And then at the last bottom part, passive skills, every hit that you deal on an enemy pretty much makes them vulnerable and they turn like a reddish orange color, and then that's perfect for using your ultimate attack. So we're going to start off with Endless Misery. I'm not going to explain the enemy types and all that like I did in my previous 2 videos. If you want a more broader understanding of how the enemies attack and how to defend against them, and then how you attack them, or which enemy to attack first, you can look at those 2 videos for the Summoner class, and then also for the Sentinel class. I explained it a lot. So here, alright, so like I said, this class here, block, you got attack cards, and then you got stance cards. So I'm going to block because it's 5 to 6 is the damage that the enemy can probably put on me. So I blocked already, protect myself, and then attack him twice. So he's about to attack twice. So in this situation, I'll stun. Then I'll use an overhead swing to reduce his armor. Use another block. Then we can just start attacking here. See? Turn orange, like an orange-red. You see I have my ultimate ability up to 5 out of 20. I think you can use it now. Didn't kill him, but pretty much almost. Next turn, which is now. That's pretty much this class. You want to attack, but then you want to block, and then you also, like I said in my other previous videos as well, you want to build up any class's armor as much as possible if you can. So I'm just going to go with attack cards for now, because that's the strength of this class. And then here, as much as I want to start every combat with 2 additional energy, which is cool, I'm going to take the 25 armor. Alright, same thing. So we got 3 enemies here. So I see only 1 is about to attack, so I'll block that. And now we just start working on an enemy. So I'm going to start working on... Got to get one of these 2 out of here. So I'm going to start working on this here. And I use the broad reach to next hit does plus 100 damage. So that's important too. So that's why you see my damage up to 200. So you can kind of just build on that if you want. But it looks like I got multiple enemies trying to attack me, so I'm gonna block. And then I want to get this out of here. And then I'm going to take damage from somebody. So I'm just going to attack that person. And then it looks like we got everybody attacking. So that's the one problem with this class. It's like, that's why it's important to get your armor up, because not too many times you're going to get 4 block cards in a turn, or any kind of barrier, you know, especially starting out with this class. So I can only block 1 time. I can block the first enemy, and then everybody else is going to attack me for damage. So I'm going to do this first, because he's orange. And then I'm going to just do that, because I won't be able to kill any of them that turn. So this is already off to a great start, as you can see. Block again. Aim 50. Still can't get him out yet. Alright. finally won. And he's one attack too. I'm gonna have to take the hit. So one block. Now I'm gonna start working on this enemy too, because I generally, like I said, how I play, I take care of whoever the threat is. This enemy type here, out of the two, is a threat, and we got him out. Alright, so now this enemy produces this disturbance card, and pretty much on higher difficulties, if this card, if you see the little red above his head, the bounty hunter, they keep producing these disturbance cards. So eventually, like especially on like harder difficulties, if you get too many of those cards in your hand, it pretty much starts to duplicate. So, but if you get rid of the card, it takes away energy points. So I'm just trying to get him out of here, and this is actually going to kill him. So that's that enemy type. It's not really a threat, but again, I think on like difficulty like maybe 5 and up, that's when that enemy type starts to be a problem. So on these cards, I'm gonna take perfect defense because I like this card a lot with this class. You gain a 50% chance to block each hit this turn, and then you gain plus 25 armor this turn. So it's like a double benefit. I'm gonna heal because I took some hits. Heal for 4 HP after every combat. Alright. So same thing here. You just want to attack this enemy here because that's more the threat. And you can only attack him anyway because the other enemy is just there to keep giving him health. And then what happens in a situation like this, if you don't do a lot of damage to this, I think it's Horn something last time I looked. Forest Sentinel, if you don't do too much damage to him, he'll keep healing. The healer, Faith Healer, keep healing him. They'll like, the fight will just seem like really drawn out. That's what you don't want. So you want to try to get him out of there as quick as possible, do a lot of damage. Just keep attacking. I'll leave that alone. Yep, and that's the ultimate ability. Literally one of the easiest classes you can play with. But again, you just got to be a little strategic when it comes to being defensive. You know, the only card that can really protect you are like these stance cards for blocking. But if you got multiple enemies that's trying to attack you, wow, that didn't kill him. If you got multiple enemies trying to attack you, and if a specific enemy is trying to attack you multiple times, you can only block one hit from, you know, whatever enemy at a time. That's what the block is for. I'm gonna get the double strike, deal 2 hits for 100 damage, and cleave. Cleave basically means that it's gonna hit every enemy. And then I might as well add cleave to my, you play 2 or less cards on a turn, your first hit, and the next turn deals 400 plus damage. I was gonna take this, but I think I'm gonna take this. 400 plus damage is crazy. If you use, so I'm gonna use perfect defense if you use 2 cards or less. So since we use perfect defense, it should maybe block all their attacks. If not, then we'll go ahead and do that so I can reduce their armor. And I just usually just attack whatever enemy is going to attack me. See, so perfect defense isn't always a good card either for defending yourself. I gotta stun to stop somebody. See, I'm pretty much open. I don't have anything to protect me. taking these hits with my armor. That's why I put the 25 armor on there. See, one block. Alright. Use ultimate ability. I like to try to build up the ultimate ability as high as you can, but in a battle like this, you gotta try to get everybody out. Or at least, you know, start knocking off an enemy at a time. I'm just gonna stun him. He's gonna attack me twice, so blocking wouldn't have helped. I'm gonna stun this, block, and then I'm in my turn so I can get that 400 plus, because I only used 2 cards. See? My attack went up to 500, so we should be able to kill something here. Maybe not. Okay, maybe so. Or not. Up the damage. Tag. Tag. It's not gonna die. Alright, I'll just use this. Reduces attack, and I'm gonna have to use life. Alright, he's done. So I'm a block, tag, because it's 0. That's why I got that card. I think I already had that card, I don't remember. So I could possibly take up to 12 damage. That's cool. Got 2 blocks. He's gonna attack me 4 times. Okay. Gotta use that. And I'm not even gonna do nothing because I want that 400, 500. Same here, black. But this is just banking up damage basically. Do that, black. Alright, whatever he does won't kill me. Down to 1. Perfect defense. Just gonna tag. Tag. And I'm not gonna use my ultimate ability yet. I'm gonna build it up. Because I knew whatever enemy, whatever attack he did, he wouldn't do. I think he's getting a little hairy here. Start working on his armor. And I'm gonna just heal. I'm gonna take the hit. I'm gonna keep the 2 energy. Does the same amount. Wow. I thought that was it for sure. That's cool. Just get him out. Get him out. Annoying. I ain't got no choice but to take the 10 health. I usually don't take health. I would have took armor, but you know, look at where our life is at. Alright. So I did perfect defense. I think I'm gonna actually just end it here because I need the energy. Oh man, we might die here. Nah, I don't think we're gonna die. It's gonna be close though. Shit. Alright. This. Get my turn. I thought that was it. Alright, we got a block. Still. Just to get him lower. I got a block. So if he hit me and I attacked him, it didn't look like it was gonna kill him. That would have been it. That would have been the game. 2% HP. Just draw one card. I told you, like as I explained before, I don't use any cards where, well, not this card. I thought that read something else, but that's taking away any of my 10% of my HP. Can't even give that up because I'll die. But these cards, any cards where, nah, my fault. I thought it said from the deck. Scratch all that. Alright, can't use that. 20% chance of this hitting myself, it probably would. You know what, maybe I should get it, because if it's game over, at least I'll end up killing myself and not an enemy killing me. Guess that's another way of looking at it. Let's see what happens. Rather go out on my own sword than... I'm gonna use this too, because I'm not sure. This. That's a good card. That's always a good card. Could cleave. Yeah, why not? I probably shouldn't have did that. I messed up. Guess we just gonna use this. Oh, that hit me, and it took away my block. I forgot I had a block up. GG's. GG's. Alright. Alright, let's do the weekly event. So this is why, you know, I said that I would be catering to whatever the weekly event is. That's why it says only Berserkers. Oh, you know what? I actually played with the wrong class. The Berserker is this, I mean, this character. All right, whatever. Alright, so the Berserker class is... I got the classes mixed up. The Berserker class is a class where pretty much, like... Okay, so I'm just going to fully explain it the best I can. Like, pretty much, like, you take hits to build your ultimate charge. And every hit that you take basically goes into a lifesteal kind of situation. So the more damage, like, let me see if I can just show you real quick. I'm gonna just let this enemy hit me. I'm not gonna attack anymore. See, I got one charge off of that. So every hit gets a charge. And then when you get up to 4 charges, you can use the ultimate ability to lifesteal. So you get life back. But the only way to build your charges outside of passive skills and maybe cards that you obtain throughout your journey is to take hits. So I'm gonna just take another hit because this is just one enemy. So this is great for explaining. Take another hit. So you get the 4 life still. See, I get life back. Every attack gets you life back. But then when you get hit when you're in your ultimate ability, it doesn't help. It only lasts a turn. So that's the Berserker glance, which is very similar to the Wyrdhunter. Very similar to the Wyrdhunter class, but the difference is that this class the game rewards you this class for you basically taking hits, which is never really a good thing to do. So this is good here. Like you want passive skills like these. Like these are cool, but if you read this, first block hit in a turn grants you 1 ultimate charge. So every block hit, the first one in a turn, you'll get an ultimate charge. So you don't necessarily have to get hit every single time to build up your ultimate charge. It's like a kind of like a punishing kind of reward. You take damage, but you get rewarded in a sense of like building your ultimate charge. This class it's alright. It grew on me a little bit. I didn't like it at first, but it's hard because it's not. Again, you know, you're not really supposed to take hits, but like I said, with this class, it's kind of like the opposite in thinking. Like, all right, if I take a lot of hits, I can get my life back. That's one way of thinking about it, but not always necessarily the case. And then Fortify, it lets you gain 30. This card will be available in your hand every turn. You gain 30 armor this turn, and then you retaliate 5 damage per hit. So you'll still take the hit and build your ability, but you'll get 30 armor too. So that's important for like the bosses and things like that. I'm just gonna block. I already messed this up, so it's cool. I want to do the weekly event anyway, so we'll probably jump on that. But you know what? I'm gonna see how far I can go though. It's I always like to challenge myself. Yeah, I'm just taking the hits. Life still. Yeah. So 45 out of 100. So that's why it's like you kind of got to be smart, because you don't want your health to get too low. But if it gets below 25%, you gain up to 5 energy. So it kind of, that's why I said it's kind of like a reward for like getting hit. I could use this. I probably should get this. Fully charge my ultimate ability. After anyone's death, gain. I like this runestone. After anyone's death, you gain 20 barrier. I'm a block. And I'm just gonna take this enemy here. So like, I mean, it's kind of cool that I did the Wyrdhunter class, because they're like the same. The only difference between the two classes is that class you get rewarded for basically. Actually, I think I'm gonna even change the title and put both of those into the same category: Berserker and Wyrdhunter. That's what I'm gonna do. Because you get rewarded for like 2 different reasons. You get rewarded in the Wyrdhunter class for attacking, and each attack builds your ultimate ability, and then it's opposite with this class. Like, you get rewarded for every hit you take, in a sense that you're basically building your. I'm gonna block twice, guys. Trying to about to blow up. See, take 10 damage from everybody. It does 10 damage to everybody on the field. And it hooks your boy up. All right. Let me might as well life steal. Get some of this back. Just gonna get him out of here, because I ain't gonna be able to get no more life. I got 52 barrier. I'm not gonna let that enemy type damage my barrier all the way down. Alright, so like, you see the cards are the same. Same kind of attack cards, same kind of stance cards. We gonna get perfect defense again. So like I said, it's not really too much of a difference between those two classes, and honestly, I guess it's better to probably do 2 in 1 anyway, to get them out of there. And like I said, the Wyrdhunter class, the class I just was playing with, that's probably the easiest one you can do. Like, if you're just into attacking, I think that's the class you actually start with. That's the only class that's unlocked when you start the game. So it's a good starting point. So I'm a fortify. So I blocked, fortified, because I knew I was going to take damage, and I used perfect defense just in case I do get hit, and I didn't. So I'm gonna charge my ultimate ability, use it. I'm gonna fortify, and then attack. So we got 82 out of that. And then when you fortify, when you're in this, you get some life back, but you don't take as much damage as you would take if you didn't fortify, because you got that 30 armor benefit. Probably gonna do the same thing again here. So I did that so I can get the barrier, get the block. Should I? Yeah, why not life steal? Yep. I was gonna block, but I'm just gonna attack. Even though it's going to do 13 into my barrier, once I kill this enemy, I'm going to get another 20 barrier, so that's why I'm just attacking. Right. I'm just going to keep attacking this enemy type, get him done, and then just take on the Rat King 1z1 and get the barrier. So I'm going to block and do this. Right. And that. Alright, could do possibly up to 12 to 16 damage. So I'm gonna block and then fortify and then reduce armor. So we can do perfect. This shield breaker. And stunning doesn't work. That's why you don't see me using the stun card. Because I would if I could. He's negated to stun. Fortify. Just so I can get my ultimate ability over here. I could attack him or I could fortify him or fortify so I get that and then retaliate some of the damage back. Lifesteal again. Yep. Look at that. Back up to 96. So as I say, you just gotta know how to kind of play this class. Play with this class. And then I would generally probably build up my armor since I got that in 96. Yeah. So I'm gonna quit this, and we're gonna go ahead and do the weekly event now. Since I completely botched that at the beginning, abandoned run. Play. Let's do the weekly event. So only Berserker is available. Difficulty is 5. All cards cost 1 plus 1 energy. Duplicate the first card play in the turn. Enemies have 50% HP. You start with 200 base damage. All enemies start combat with 100 plus 100% damage. You see, doesn't look like that many people completed this weekly event as like in the last previous weekly event. So only 9. Only 9. So that's interesting. So if only 9 did it. Hard fights, cruel enemies, daily bosses. Alright. Alright, so where I messed up last time when I did the weekly event was on my weird candles, so I gotta definitely pay attention to them and how fast they burn. The harder the difficulty, the quicker they'll burn. So I see a milestone right after I defeat this enemy, so I'm going right at it. Alright. So this is already, I can already see this is going to be a problem. I can already see this is going to be a problem. Hey, only guy. Look at their damage. Oh, I can see why nobody did this. Hardly. Yeah, you duplicate the first card in the turn. So should I? Yeah, I should probably double up on the fortified. Man. Yeah, every card is 2, and you only get 3 energy. So lots. So I can't even use this because I won't be able to do nothing else. So I'm just fortify it. We might have to run this back. Oh, alright. I'm about to say I thought it duplicates. This turn increase. Yeah, everything's gonna be +2. Unless you get a card that's 0, it's gonna be +1. No one hit for me. Whatever you can win. That's how I do this. Deal a hit to a random enemy. Let's run. Run to the milestone.
It's a flicker.
Alright, let's scope it out. So we got a golem. That's the boss. It's gonna be annoying. Trying to look around. First thing I always look at when I do Conquest, especially on these weekly events, is like, where do I see where I can get health at? Or some kind of possible benefit from a fight. And right now I don't see anything. Like, I see another milestone over there. Maybe I should work my way over there. Let me see what's over here. Oh yeah, this might be it. Look at the damage. My black is going to duplicate time to get 2, but I mean, I'ma just heal. That's not good. Fortify? Okay. See, Fortify is like... Fortify is probably your savior on this, to be honest with you. Yeah, because, I mean, if everything's 2 energy... yeah, when your life gets down below 25%. Wow. You get okay. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, so they kind of want you to get hit enough to where your life gets down to 25%, and then you kind of get it back in a sense of like using your ultimate ability. Very interesting. I just learned a new skill. Offer 25 armor. I might as well get this. If you duplicate that, well, it's gonna be +2. And then another thing that messes me up here is like, this is the actual like points, or I mean energy usage for, or energy that you gotta spend in order to use the card. But then you get the card in your deck and it's really +1. So if it's a card that's +2, you gotta remember that. And I think that's where the difficulty trips you up at. You gotta remember that you can, you know, that +3 will take up your whole turn. So I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna attack. Then the problem is like, I gotta make sure I have enough weird candles to even have a chance against the golem. Sorry for the last game, that's what messed me up. But I'm gonna run it back though if I die, because this is very interesting. Jeez, man. Oh, okay. Definitely do some damage.
With a jet. Beautiful. A question. Not much since. Well, that's.
As you more, you decide.
Skip all this and okay. Well, I can't get none of that. Ooh. I don't know what to do, like, because I know I'm not gonna beat him with my life at 7%. Now you're gonna have a chance. Let me see what's there. Maybe.
You know. You find.
I say we just go for him, and if we die, we just run it back. I'm just gonna use all my candles. I already messed this up anyway. Jeez. That duplicate. I don't have no. Shouldn't have did that. I should have used this and then it's done. Try it again. I see why only 9 people did this. that's another thing. Like, you have to fight enemies in order to gain cards to level up. It's just like you can go right to the golem with 100% life, but you know you still need to build a deck. Just going for it. That's all it takes. And then reading the modifier is definitely important. So like, this is a good card to have, but then it's going to be 3 energy unless I'm low. But I should take it though. I would get this, but I think that I need the 4 charges. 4 charges allows you to use your ultimate ability. It might be at the lowest stage, but
It's as the flick of
I didn't like what I had in my hand. That's fine. The thing is, when I kill this enemy, I already know those other 2 are gonna have like strong damage, so I'm trying to slowly lower his armor. Attack me. I'm probably not going to be able to defend myself. Alright. I'll just block. I'm gonna just block. Alright, I'll do this. That's cool. Ultimate. Got 86 today. Got back to 86. I think that's the best card to take out of that. Alright, he's important. So I know there's a cursed healer on here. You can buy health kits from him, or health vials. Potions, whatever you want to call them. Lock. I needed to block. Fortify. And I would use my ultimate ability. I'm gonna let that build up some. Yeah. Scan him out. I'm gonna block. I think the small strikes probably would have killed them both, but I'm not sure. I'd rather wait to attack now when I can use my ultimate. Yep. No. Do I want to? Hold on, I gotta go back over here real quick. My candle. Alright, be cool. Oh yeah, they switched it up. They switched out the layout. So you gotta be a little strategic. I gotta look for easy fights. Not go too far. I gotta look for another milestone. I can be able to scope the whole map. So I'm gonna just block here. If it duplicates, I don't know if it's going to be enough to kill him. Why not? Might as well. Can't keep blocking. Yep. Oh no. Yeah, no. It said two times he's gonna attack me for 16 to 20 damage. I could have took up to 40. Nah, just get that out of there. Boost. This is the other milestone here. Okay. Ooh, I don't want to go in there. Black. Black. I'm just stunned. So I don't take no damage. Fortified with the ultimate ability. It's black. So I guess this is a strategy. Just fortify, take the damage, and get the life back. I'm gonna fortify again. Alright, well, it was fun. It's like you keep blocking, but it's like, yeah, this is not good. He's still alive. I just want to see how many block you get on that. You get 10 block. That's crazy. Oh, I can use this too. That was smart. 7 blocks going to waste. You know what would have been good there is to have like some kind of a card to. Can't attack none of them. Like if you have an unused block, it's a passive skill that if you, yeah, when you have unused blocks that go to the next turn. All right, let's do endless power. It's Berserker. This is probably the best game mode to play with the Berserker. So you start off with 4 energy. I actually feel like endless power is easier than endless misery. But I like endless misery more. I feel like Endless Misery game mode is more of a challenge. I generally play that the most. One black for each enemy alive. Yeah, we'll get that. Yeah, this is a good passive. Whenever you play a card, increase your max HP by 1 until the end of combat. So you combine that with the lifesteal. So I'm gonna just stick to what I usually do. I just basically build up armor as much as possible, then worry about life. And then use passive skills and cards to build up my attack. I don't ever do the damage. So I'll do this last game mode because I feel like there's not really much anymore to explain on this, and then I'll probably call it there. This is generally, so I'll finish out the playlist for this game. So now that I did unexpectedly did 2 classes in this video, the other videos I do, I think that is probably like, I think it's 8 classes altogether, and that would be 4 that I did so far. So once I do those next 4, then we'll probably figure out something to replace this to stream throughout the week. I probably won't be streaming Watch Dogs anymore. That was fun, but you know, it's time to start streaming some other things. And I'm, as you already probably know, I've been working on Scars Above. I'm actually thinking about maybe streaming chapter 2 after I do this. I don't even know. Low key. But that's the schedule right now. This game still stream every Monday. And then, you know, we're going to find a replacement. I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Still figuring it out. This is good. But it's going to be another game that I'll replace Watch Dogs that I'll stream on Fridays. Yeah, other than that, you know, it's just all about the XP for me. It's just about the enjoyment of doing something that, you know, I enjoy to do. I don't care about the most followers, subscribers, views, and all that. You know, I'm doing it for me at the end of the day. I'm doing it because it's something I enjoy to do. You know, I'm not no influencer. So. Yeah, I forgot I got these. I love that, the throwing knife. I'm just gonna stun him. Yeah, anytime you can get extra energy is definitely a benefit, you know. Just having that 1 extra energy point just gives you so much more flexibility than just 3. I might try that weekly event one more time though before I end the stream. I ain't gonna hold you. That was kind of fun, a little bit. And we'll see what the next class is gonna be. And if it's a repeating class, because they do that sometimes with the weekly events, then I'll just either do Conquest, which is the regular game mode, and then do these other 2 game modes, Endless Misery and Endless Power. 75 armor, duplicate the next play card and offer fit. No, I'll take that. Same thing, I'm just building my armor up. So we had 30. Deal 1 hit and 2 blocks. what you about to do, but you're not doing that. They all about to do something. I knew it. I was like, if I kill him, it's gonna kill him, right? I'm just gonna keep attacking here. Trying to get him out of there, but I should have probably stunned it and blocked. Well, you know what? Use this. Can never go wrong with a throwing knife. Why is his armor so high? Use that for the blocks. I like this. Whenever you sever head, cleave 20% of the damage you receive. So, like I said, cleave. Pretty much, it does damage to every enemy. Whichever, doesn't matter what the card is. If it has cleave on it, that means that every enemy is going to take damage. Block. No. Hold it there. He should have died. It's cool. I got the 3 blocks up. I was going to use a throwing knife, but it wasn't no point in wasting it. Try to see what that would have did. Fortify. Yeah, I had a feeling Bray was gonna die. Wow. I'm just gonna block. Tired of blocking. Random attack. Still gonna go with the armor. Can always life steal, get your life back. You're probably gonna have to do it on this anyway. I should have fortified. It's cool. Oh, didn't even matter. I'm blocking and fortified. Now, honestly, like, I can just work. I'm just gonna work on him since I got this extra energy. Usually, I would go after the Red Queen, but then he'll keep attacking for plus 12 damage on a general. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna get the Red Queen out of there. Oh no, get the Red King out of here. Then if you kill the Red King, the Queen dies anyway. So, or all the enemies would die. But you don't want to have to deal with, you know, it takes a while to, depending on the class you have, it takes a while to kill the Red King, so you don't want like 5-6 enemies trying to attack you at one time. So this is a viable strategy. I didn't even mean to do that. Life still. I could draw, but I'm not going to get a card that's 0. Ooh. Lifesteal. I like the. That's why I said I like this class, but like I said, you just gotta. When the difficulty is harder, it's hard to play with this class. I'm probably just gonna end it here on this game mode, and I'm gonna try to do the weekly event one more time, and I'll probably call it on the stream, and then. I don't know, stay tuned. I might do the Scars Above second chapter after I upload this. So I can start getting that game out the way. Let's give it another go, just to play it real quick. And these weekly events be bullcrap. I'm just trash. Probably me just being trash. Oh, they changed out the layout. Look at this. I don't even know where to go. Oh, I'm running right to that milestone. Try not to use a candle. Hopefully I don't run into anything. It's difficulty 5. I'm surprised I made it there. Alright. Alright, I see so they be switching it up. So I see you can get life back from that. Alright, bet. No, I'm not even gonna light a candle. I'm not even gonna light a candle on this enemy. I should have lighted a candle. That's why I didn't light it. Alright. Gain 3 blocks. Next turn, offer 1 energy. I feel like you need that. You need that. Okay, they give me the hookup stuff early. That's what I'm talking about. Alright. I'm gonna go over here so I can get this spot. I'm gonna burn a candle. Oh, shit. I didn't know this was gonna be this enemy type like that. Just going fortify. So blocking doesn't do anything. I get 2 blocks, it's 3 enemies. Fortify with the ultimate ability. Take what we learned. That don't make no sense. I'm gonna just fortify again. I get 10 barrier next turn. Okay. There we go. So 16 to 24. That's cool. Look, I'm already down to 32. This got me wondering, should I do this and then just go fight the golem? I feel like I really did anything yet. Let me see what's over here real quick. Is that the Curse Healer? I can't even tell. Look like it. What's this over here? Oh, skip right past him. Okay, so a milestone over here. So all the way over here, it doesn't help me at all. Oh, that's not the Curse Healer. Alright, I guess I'll fight him. Yeah, you gotta see what enemies are like. I mean, it's not many, but you gotta see which ones are like by themselves. This is gonna kill him. Yay. Oh, it's gonna duplicate, so if it does... I forgot how much damage it says it does. Go back this way. Alright, and then I guess I'm just gonna... I'm not gonna fight this person. I'm just gonna hightail it back over to over here. Where's the candle? It's over there. I can't even cut that. Just try to get my life back.
Hunters call this ancient skull the Stag
So
Father,
on this, you want to
and
risk
their
sleeping in this
charms and
dangerous place to get
offerings
a
around
chance to get your life back up to
legends
full health.
say
If you
the
do hunt for food, you're gonna get like 10 pieces of meat, and it only like boosts your life up 5% or plus 5. Yeah, I'm just gonna block here. Wow, because I used... Oh, that's game over. Because it said that it was going to take away 2 energy and it left me with 1. And no card is worth 1. That's crazy. Just like that. Nothing I can do. Oh, I thought I was done. I really thought I was over. Just want to start. Alright, here we go. You got to be real strategic on this. I got lucky. I thought that was it. This is about to be it though. Use all of them. Fortify, like he's about to do 120 to 140 damage. Nice. That card you can't even use because it's +1. This blows. Get the block, get the energy back, I guess. Fortify. Still gonna do bad damage. Black. I need this. I don't even know what I just did. I thought I fortified. Alright, whatever. Alright, well, I hope everyone enjoyed that video. That was the Berserker class, and I also at the beginning I did the Wyrdhunter class on accident, but I'm just gonna leave that in there. But like I said, stay tuned. Who knows, I might come back and knock off that Scars Above chapter 2, and then you'll see me in the next one. I hope everyone enjoys their evening, and yeah, until next time.